What's up guys, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll show you the Shilling Castle page on Helmet Records. This is the last one before we unlock the hidden pages, and this one has a dungeon, but also a special boss fight that should be treated as a romancing challenge. Well, once you go here, you will have to do 3 different riddles. To be honest, it's actually just 2. Well, and it says here, "Oh, you who are, show your might here, a class which inhabits can equip." Some of the words are too blurry to make out. This is a part of a riddle that asks you to clear any stage with Mac in your party. This is on the floor number 3, but we also have a riddle on floor number 1. That's actually just to kill enemies in 7 actions. That's extremely easy to do on stage number 3. So I'll be running both things on the same time, and if you want to do slash damage, you have many people like Saruin, you have Albert with left fork, you have Polka, you have Death. Even if you have Saruin, you will do even more damage with Netherward Sight, and just bring Mac together so that you clear both things on the same time. Well, this is super easy, so I can even run auto. Let's see how many actions it would take us, but, well, I'm using the AoE attack from Saruin. So that's 2 actions even. On the second wave, to use Destructive Blow again, instead of Immortality. It should have been Immortality. And then someone else will help. Hopefully it's Polka. It was not, it was Albert, and he's using a wrong attack. Now Polka will finish with 5 actions, I guess. That's very easy to do. Now we should move towards the top. There's floor number 2, and here there's this urn that you can click and it will give you some rewards. Okay, so move up again, and in this path here, after you use it Mac, it will unlock this other staircase that will lead you into getting some rewards. I don't know if you get something from the urns, but you get at least 2 treasure chests, and they say something that is related to another riddle that we should not pay attention now. And moving up, we will find the special boss, the Magnate, and by killing the Magnate, you will unlock all rewards from the stage. That's right. This fight here is a little complicated because the Magnate has ailments, you can see here, like paralysis, stun, and he eventually gets into very high chances to inflict these things, and he self-buffs. There's a lot of things going on here. The dolphins have extremely high HP, and they take time to die. They can also give themselves defense boost. So the enemies here are weak to Slash and Cold. That already helps you deciding which type of character you want to use. And they do extremely high amounts of damage. So let's talk about the squad that I'll be using here. We can actually use a very good variation of just bringing Joe, because of cold damage, and she also decreases damage taken when enemy attacks way too many times, and they will. The dolphins will attack like crazy after some turns. You can even use Juden as a counter. He deals slash damage, he will do a lot of damage there. But I just prefer to have a stable run that is just perfect. You will not lose with this squad at all. The best character here is Key, because she gives ailment resistance on start of turn. And she also buffs ailment resistance with a skill. I did not level up her skill, it's still not leveled up, just level 1. So I'll be using this skill instead of using Glacial Sphere, because Glacial Sphere buffs will, and will buffs will remove it. So besides Key, we are using Rising Phoenix EX formation with Joe in the center, because she's my counter unit, and she will just be able to counter with Headbutt, and we'll get increased intelligence for damage. I also have Liz, she's in the back row because she, well, just uses Dragon's Blessing all turns to decrease damage taken and heal, so that we will never feel in danger. And I have the latest version of Leon. That takes so much time to build up, but it's better than the 3rd here because he still gives will buffs, right? And he also cleans himself by the end of turn and removes debuffs and can revive once. But you can now use the 3rd one as well. And we have here Aspergal. Well, she is not really strong against them, but it's always nice to have debuffs. And she also helps by giving you BP recover when you are attacked with spells with her chase. And can also be using the other Aspergal as well. If you do not have Key, you should be using Maria or Labelle to buff ailment resistance. Don't want to use Joe, you should use Juden. And if you don't have Liz, you can use also Melissa, you can also use Death, will help. If you don't want to use Leon, you can use Asper Boy. Deals much less damage though. If you don't want to use Asper Gal, you can use, for example, the latest Eagle Maul. You can also use Anya and many other characters. Well, you should also equip yourself versus cold damage, mostly lightning as well. Joe needs to have at least 35 points of resistance to decrease damage taken. The other ones don't need, but try to keep in check at least cold and lightning with your characters. And for the accessory, you should try to bring ailment resistance stuff, like the items that we got from Conquest. Let's go. Okay, we will focus on the Magnate, because he is dangerous and we don't want to get inflicted with ailments. We can check Magnate here. He buffs intelligence, start of turn. That's why we use buff breaker, in the case it's Asper. And he also gives this defensive stance skill, so that it decreases skill damage. And then he'll be using many types of attacks. He can use Defy Weakness as well. And there is this Ruler command that grants all allies attack and defense boost for one specific turn. And, well, in this moment, we actually want to kill him as soon as possible, because the fishes are already too strong. So, the fishes have a lot of different attacks. Most of them are cold-based, some of them are blunt and lightning. So it's more about the number of attacks than the real damage they do. And they will just keep casting a skill that will give them defense boost, that I think it's called Water Curtain. Yes, lasts for 2 turns, and in those turns, they won't take too much damage. So, okay, now let's start the fight. We will use Flame Force, and versus the Magnate, we can already start loading Leon bullets. I'm always using Witch Trick on Magnate. Liz will use Dragon's Blessing, and Key will use her Prevail. If you don't have Key or Maria, you can also just try to bring Shirei. Shirei also buffs ailment resistance. Shirei plus Labelle is a very good combination as well, if you can mix them up together. But I'll be showcasing different strategies for this fight when we get it as a separate event. Right now, I'm just trying to show you the best way possible. See that we are getting extra BP because of Asper Gal. The fight will be long because of the number of attacks coming. You should also try to kill the fishes, or dolphins, together, because one gets enraged when the other one dies. Okay, now I will be using Headbutt when I don't have enough BP, always on Magnate. And we'll be loading all bullets. Keep up with Witch Trick on Magnate. Dragon's Blessing, and sometimes you can use Glacial Sphere, but only when you feel like you need extra healing. For now, I'll just be using Pure Veil. We're gonna name this combo. Magnate doesn't have that much HP. It's really about the dolphins, fishes, or whatever. Without Joy, we really need Liz to be in the party to apply many defense boosts or death, because damage can scale super fast here. Now, once Joe has enough VP, always use Odd Circle on Magnate. Also, when you have full party on Overdrive, you can already attack with Leon even if he is not fully loaded yet. Now I'll be using Glacial Sphere just to heal a little. But having a buff breaker is really, really awesome here. Remember that on turn 4 you already have 4 stacks of Liz buffs, and damage will be very, very low. You're on the way already. He uses Defy Weakness. That is okay. You were expecting this. Sometimes Asper debuffs too much. Buff Break, like I said, removing all of our wheel buffs. And on turn 4, he already starts using ailments more often. But in this case, we can run Overdrive, use Odd Circle, and already start doing some damage, using Armored Cannon, It's Trick again, Dragon's Blessing, and Pure Veil. Buffs ailment resistance that cannot be removed. Magnate will die by turn 7 or something, or 8. Won't last too long. Especially if Joe attacks more often. Only problem is that Leon gets too much time to build up. Try to stun. Biting Storms. Tries to apply stun. But it didn't work because we are protected. Also, turn 4 is a very good turn to use Overdrive if you don't have ailment resistance buffs, because you can still protect yourself in this way. Now head bot. Time to load more bullets. Keep up with Pure Veil. It's always better. You also have this wheel buff from Leon that even helps more on start of turns. See? That's why this Leon is better than the third. The third is faster, but eventually those things will take so much time to die that it really doesn't make much difference. That's nice, Joe. Already on 50% HP. Remove any buffs. And he may still attack on this turn. But still try to apply ailments. He likes that. If you are desperate for some debuffs, you can even run Joe on Overdrive for a headbutt. It looks to me that we will be able to kill Magnate as soon as Leon gets fully ready. Bettina wants to celebrate the victory. Again, trying to stun. Not gonna land, Magnate. Not gonna land. Another fight that tries to sell key. And to be honest, I think she's worth it. Unless you really don't have the gems. But this month of December, at least on the end, had some mixed banners that were not so attractive. So I do believe many people can summon for. Next turn, we will have full Overdrive with everyone. And Leon will be ready as well. Magnate. I suppose you're gonna die on turn 8. Will you? When you deflect, you cannot recover BP from Asper passive, I guess. Or can you? You didn't chase this time, right? We'll see if we'll kill now, Magnate. Overdrive. We don't have Alt Circle, so this time I'm gonna use Frost Shot. Let's do some damage. Unless she's gonna make any difference anyway. Okay, phasing. Ah, you're gonna die, Magnate. Totally gonna die. Especially since Anti-Material Shot went first, debuffing Endurance. No, we may still fail to kill on this turn. Getting close though. It's because he has Guard. The Binding Thorns are always here to try to stun you. That's okay, now we have Out Circle again. What a long fight. Once Magnate is dead, it's just about surviving. We have way too much survivability with this squad. And the more the Dolphins attack, the more attack boosts you get as well. Now you should try to attack them different turns, trying to kill them close to each other, be better. Don't kill one and then the other. Or at least take just one more turn to kill the other. Save your overdrive, for example. From now on, your key can do damage. Like she's helping anyway. And if you want, you can also use Psychic Hunt with Esper to get more BP. So that Joe always uses Odd Circle. Yeah, because Witch Trick won't help you as much now. You can even sometimes use damage with Liz. But let's see if she gets more BP first. Sadly, Joe changes our Randall. Let's keep an eye on the HP. See, Defy weakness. Hence why using Esper now for debuff won't help much. You can stop some of the multi-hits, get counter. Either Joe or Julian or Human Mayo will help with that. Human Mayo is actually, forgot to mention, but Human Mayo is a very good one to use here. It's gonna do lots and lots and lots of damage. But not all attacks from the Dolphins are physical anyway. Most are not. Look, they won't stop attacking now. It's like a triple strike that triggers a triple strike that triggers a double strike that... removing buffs. And now current. Increases attack. But you won't want to keep prolonging the fight. That is okay. Go then run overdrive. Psychic Hunt. But I use damage with this. I don't feel like I need more defense boosts, at least not in this moment. Remember that Key already buffs ailment resistance passively. If you're not using Key, it may be better to keep buffing ailment resistance with Sheree and Maria and LaBelle. But Key really doesn't need it. Oh, it's not gonna take as much time as the last time I ran this stage. Because I have Leon. The other time I was running Asper Boy. By weakness again, and then multiple attacks. Multiple attacks. Sometimes I think that Halloween Yuma Mayo is better than his latest style just because of the number of buffs you get. But even then, they remove buffs later. You please stop. This is too long. You're barely doing damage, Dolphin. Remove it buffs again. And they are increasing their defense now. That's why you want to kill them fast. Switching the target. I think I'll be back to Dragon's Blessing, guys. I'll also be back to Prevail. I don't think the fishes have high chances to apply anything because they don't self-buff. Magnate does self-buff high. That's why he gets high chances to stun. Oh yeah, this is a turn where they have defense. This will last for 2 turns exactly. You won't do much damage, but what can you do? I'm just using the same attacks that I have. Ian doesn't have VP problems. Could save Joe. But even Joe applies defense boost, so just use whatever. Another 2 turns of waste of time. You can go watch a movie, TV series, play other games. Now they will increase their attack. What a nightmare, Dolphin. They have the guard up yet? Just the defense up. But not the guard up. Even chase it. That means we can get extra 6 BP because of this. Next turn, I think we will be able to kill one of the dolphins already. Or maybe not. Well, this one is already close to death. I'm not doing that much damage with Liz because I'm using the Remembrance Bow, I forgot. Remembrance Bow reduces damage taken. When you use Liz for damage, it's really bad. Oh look, lots of BB here. There we go. So many attack and defense boosts. It does increase our damage output. Move it buffs and then attack it again. Okay, I know. Defense boost. Meaning that for this turn and the next, won't do much. Well, this turn is already over, so it's just about attacking the other dolphin now. And in turn 15, we will be done with this pretty long and boring fight. The other dolphin is getting close to death. Wish we could get into overdrive to finish this off with a nice animation. This eventually does better damage if she keeps using this skill. Psychic Hunt allows you to use it more often. But this is a bad turn. We're taking more damage because my Liz is not using Dragon's Blessing. I just didn't care anymore. And everyone is on overdrive like I wanted. Too many attacks. You get 8 overdrive points when you get hit. So, one turn is enough sometimes to get you to full overdrive. Oh, finally! Let's do this, kids. Let's kill them. Now I want to use a stronger attack. Oh, my characters are dying. This is a turn where Liz heals. That's good enough, but they won't survive. Only 2 hits, Esper. Could have been better, huh? Oh, yes, we are done with this boring fight. That's also the end of the video. How did you do this? Are you still having difficulty? Please say here on the comment section. And like I said, there is a permanent version of this fight that will appear on the challenge section of the game, and I will be using different squads for those that don't have key. So if you can't defeat it, wait a little more. The video will probably come in like 2 to 3 days from now. But that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, there are links in the description like Patreon, PayPal, and Coffee buttons. I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.